we're going to welcome actually one of the participants in the new beverage showdown from earlier today. Come on in. Welcome to the Livestream Lounge. I'm here with Shakira Niazi, the founder of Zen Basil. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic now that we made the cut.
Yes. Load off, yeah, and into the finals. Tell me a little bit about your experience. What was it like being on stage? What kind of feedback was really helpful?
Oh, this is my first time here, and I loved it. I think what you guys have created, I can't believe it's 700 people, because it felt like just 12 friends. It's such a personal approach to things. It's not your typical show that you go and trying to meet and it's challenging. No, it's like very welcoming and approachable, and so many experts and so many savvy, experienced, you know, especially for someone like myself. I'm just like a kid in the candy store.
That's what we like to hear.
Thank you.
No, absolutely. Well, tell the audience, who's not here, a little bit about your product. It is basil seeds,
yes,
are a key ingredient of it. Sort of what are some of the benefits of that, and how are you communicating that to consumers?
Sure, it's Zen Basil, and I'm sorry, do I look there or do I look? So Zen Basil is first to market with hydrated organic basil seed and tulsi leaf. It is a family recipe with a patent-pending formula. It is loaded with your plant-based prebiotic, electrolyte, and antioxidants. There's nothing like it on the market. We just heard so much been said about the kombucha industry. We are now very well educated in the concept of good bacteria, bad bacteria, probiotics, and how nutritional and valuable they are in our system. What's missing in the whole space is plant-based prebiotic. Well, prebiotic feeds your probiotic. Without the prebiotic, the fuel to boost and help your probiotic survive, they're not going to have a way to sustain. And so the basil seed is exactly that. It's the soluble fiber within basil seed that gives you the plant-based prebiotic.
And just jump back to the showdown real quick. What were some of the useful feedback that you got? With maybe some that I don't know, any critiques or anything like that you felt particularly strong about? Yeah,
I love the fact that the judges really wanted to see the seeds more than the label allows this to show. So my packaging, there's so much to be said about basil seed. The values of it, the history of it is so rich. I mean, it's been used for thousands of years, whether it's natural healers, enlightened, traditional medicine, or Ayurveda, Chinese medicine. If I was to even take a little slice of that information and try to package it in one label, it was just such a challenge. So I had a lot to say, and there was not enough room to show the product. And so I think we're gonna create a little window and give the peekaboo more.
Well, that's interesting too, because a lot of with these new sort of subcategories developing, is this something that would be in the sort of health product aisle or in a
absolutely
sort of, okay,
it's
so this
right
won't
next
be
to it's a functional beverage category, so it's sitting next to the kombuchas, the fresh pressed juices, and the refrigerated aisle.
Great. And we have a little bit of time left, and I really wanted to just, if you could tell the viewers at home, I mean, you have a great entrepreneur story.
Oh.
We were talking a little bit about it yesterday. It's very inspirational.
Thank you.
Would you just share a little bit about, your background and sort of how you came into the industry?
Yeah, sure. My pleasure. That's my favorite part. So I'm a refugee from Afghanistan, and I got to the States when I was about 10. And basically, I pursued a career in banking and finance and real estate, and hit a pivotal point where it took me back to my childhood and the struggles and the pain of leaving, the carnage and devastation of one war. And I felt like there was a bigger purpose for me than just doing what I was doing at the time. So I searched high and low and came across a kind of a solvable problem, a crisis that is a war. It kills more people than war, and it's the lack of clean water crisis. And so that became kind of like my mission. At the end of the day, I've tasted suffering and pain and agony. My dying dream is to minimize that, to heal people through kindness, through bringing healthy options, to minimize all these other, suffering that goes on just because of the kind of choices of diet that we have.
Absolutely.
And at the same token, we can give back to the lack of clean water crisis. And so the Vita Water brand started a few years ago, and we have 48 clean water projects in 10 different countries.
That's great. Well, we can definitely feel your passion. I hope the viewers can at home. Thank you so much for joining us, Shakira, and good luck tomorrow. All right, we're going to keep it moving.